Welcome back to Making a Difference. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Annie Brown from Annie Wilson Home Care Services. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning.
Did I get the names right?
Yes.
I said it right?
Yes.
Okay, this interview's over. We're good. All right, tell us a little bit about your company.
My company began its services in November 26, 2001, with one gentleman, Mr. Paul Broom, and his family, his wife. He insisted that I go into business, and he directed me, and I'm here now, almost 22 years later.
And you provide home health care services. So what does that mean for people that may, I mean, I get it, right? Somebody comes help at the house, but what does home health care services actually mean?
Home health care services is a very, very good benefit to families that wish to remain in their own homes. And I provide the non-medical home care services, and that will entail making sure that their home is clean, making sure that they have their meals, providing errands, transportation, anything that would allow them to be at home in peace.
So when people get older, right, because we're all headed there, what historically has been senior health care has been something that's been like, okay, grandma's getting sick, off to the nursing home you go. Yeah. And that takes away the dignity of that human being because they're going immediately into a facility that they're most likely not coming back out of.
Right.
So what you do is you kind of help that bridge because, you know, grandma or grandpa, could be grandpa too, they know they need the care,
yes,
but they still want to have the independence.
Yes.
And, you know, I would imagine that bathing my mother would probably not be something my mother, hi mom, would appreciate, or at least until the absolute needed. So you come in to provide services at the house, intermediary, whether it's, you know, dressing, bathing, cooking, cleaning, services, so that that person can live in their home as long as possible and have that dignity before they have to go into full-on services. Is that kind of correct as I understand it?
That's correct. Annie Wilson Home Care has two phases. We have contract with Agency for Persons with Disabilities, and under that service, we are allowed to provide hands-on care. With the services under the other insurance agencies that I'm contracted with, we are homemaker companion agency, so we are not allowed to provide hands-on care with those. But the benefit of being there to make sure that they have groceries in the home, their laundry taken care of, the meals taken care of, and just having a companionship. Because most seniors that have no family, have no one coming in, they have that person coming in to them providing companion.
So we were talking a little bit offset about some of the challenges you're seeing in the industry, and you had mentioned people living longer, and services provided really make somebody have to be destitute in order to be able to have the system pick it up. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're seeing in the elder care, long-term care market?
Yes, long-term care services. It is a program to assist the families with the income, on an income level, to provide the long-term care services through different insurance agencies, United Healthcare, Sunshine State Health Plan, those different variety insurance agencies. If the family already have the insurance and they don't have the long-term care part of it, they can call or go online, apply online, or speak to a representative to get those services included.
So what happens if somebody does not have long-term care?
That would be private pay, out of pocket.
So they have to pay for you?
Yes.
And you're probably not cheap?
No, sir.
Understood.
No.
Well, you're valuable, but you're not cheap. So
Correct.
what happens? If I don't have a long-term care plan, what happens to my money?
Well, if they don't have the long-term care and they don't have the Medicaid that will assist them, it will be very limited services that they can qualify for, and they will have to maybe consider going into an assisted living or nursing home.
So basically, they would have to exhaust all their personal resources, and what you're giving advice to your patients is, hey, let's do some planning for that, knowing that people are living past 90, and the largest growing population is people living over 100.
Yes.
So
yes, and it takes time. Getting the application into the
Sure.
insurance company, it takes time for someone to come out to the home to interview them. So it takes time. That's why I really encourage families to look at it now rather than later.
Well, I'm sure that the family's taking care of you. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming and kind of walking us through what you're doing to change the lives of folks. And 20-something years later, we're going to call that successful.
Yes, yes.
Thank you
yes.
for coming in today.
Thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
for having me.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks so much for joining us on Making a Difference. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.